All right. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Arachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, told us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect. To the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, because they shut of us first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, He exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, He is the deliverer, because He's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Micah Allah Gab Ben Yasharala, the Church Philadelphia Camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, come back at you with another one. And as the title says, Project what's that, Project 2025 and Jacob's Trouble, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Project 2025 is for the first 180 days of 2025. All right. So after the whole election situation. Salaka, hold on. After the whole election situation and all that, which is in November, which it was basically a test, man. The office was, I believe, it was the beginning of this week. No, the end Friday last week, I believe it was Friday. Yup, when they had that little outage with what was it? The internet went down. What else, man? The internet, your court systems, 911 was messed up. Your hospital situations was messed up. People were going crazy. Some people couldn't get money out of banks. But I just recently seen a video on that where the man was going in and saying, it was a test. So we know, but if you want to know, you already know that. All right. So I'll grab this first scripture, and then we're gonna hop into that article and see where the Lord takes it. All right. This is Daniel chapter 12. Where we at? Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. All right. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never since there was a nation. And all right, that's what really, when you go on that agenda 2025, they giving the president dictatorship. And Trump's name is mentioned in this document over, I believe, over 100 and some times. Hey, Shalom, little bro, Yabashim Shabrakatah. But Trump's name is mentioned in this document. But it says there shall be a time, Salakia, there shall be a time of trouble, such as never since there was a nation, even at that same time, and that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be written in a book. All right, and hey, the Lord is coming back, man. All right, because once this Jacob's trouble and everything starts rolling, it ain't gonna be too much longer before the Lord comes deliver His men. All right, so hey, man, put your seatbelts on, buckle up. All right, let's get it right here. I believe this is the article. Bear with me. Or this might be another one. I think this might be the article from Friday, but just bear with me while this thing loads up. Because I can easily find it. Or nah, that's another one. But nah, matter of fact, like I said, we can read a little bit of this because this actually goes into it, which I mentioned earlier. It says a facility software update causes havoc worldwide for airlines, hospitals, and governments. All right, and that's what I was mentioning in the earlier one. It goes into, you had just certain situations in this was Friday. All right, so they had situations in Germany, Berlin airport, New York. It says Let's say it was grounding flights, knocking down some financial companies and news outlets, disrupting hospitals, small businesses, and government offices. All right, I ain't gonna read the whole. I'm just breeze through it because I want to get into that agenda 2025. All right, here you go. They have situations over there. It says businesses and governments worldwide experience hours-long disruptions. Their computer monitors blew error met with the error message. All right. So hey, that's coming. The system's going to shut down. The people going to go crazy, and it's funny it happened on a Friday, and this was a test because they've been saying how Salaki. They've been saying how it's going to be a scenario like it's on a Friday. People just get paid. They happy. They going about their business. And then and when Monday hits, and they go to check their accounts, there's going to be nothing in there. And this situation right here that happened this Friday, people couldn't even pay their bills, man. All right. So you gotta check this out. I'm gonna show you the picture. You got people sitting there, right? They were sleeping in the airport because their flights were delayed and canceled. So hey, all things is gearing up to Jacob's trouble. I had a situation in Belarus. Matter of fact, this is crazy. I'm gonna read this part because this side's going down. This all ties into that agenda, the Project 2025. It says Alan Balous said her 73-year-old father's heart surgery in Paddock, Kentucky was canceled Friday morning because of the tech outage, leaving her family scared and worried. So, hey man, this thing's about to heat up and get crazy. All right, it says American Express said it temporarily had to shut down for temporarily had some difficulties, Salakia, processing transactions, while TD Bank responded to the online complaints by saying it was working to restore customer ability to access their accounts. All right, and this all happened Friday, man. So let me go at really, like I said, it's worldwide, man. I'm just naming some places. I said General in Alaska as well. You had said most airlines was grounded. Matter of fact, you had there was a woman that was on a swim team, and she was Olympic she's an Olympic swimmer, and they couldn't even get to the Olympics, man. I think they was leaving from somewhere in Europe. That they was going to Paris. But hey, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the other article. Just bear with me real fast to explain this agenda. Project. Keep saying agenda because it is agenda. But this project 2025. Here we go. Call on y'all. I'm shy. All right, so pick up. I'm gonna read it because this is heavy, man. Because and I saw the video earlier. Hold on, got this right here. All right, this is on a book, and the document is over 900 pages long. Just bear with me. I'm trying to find the right article that I'm looking for to further explain it better. Uh, this project 2025 sounds like Jacob's trouble. If you in the know, you know exactly what I'm speaking of. Um, 2025. There we go. See if this one. Here we go. All right, I got it. Uh, Con, you know what? I'm gonna use this one. It says Project 2025. Let's see if, what we get out of this one. But it says Project 2025, a plan to take back America. A plan to take back America. Now, notice that Trump is spewing all this "Make America Great Again," and we've been saying that. Like, so to make America great again means he wants to put the Israelites back in slavery, and also you got what's that um concentration camps, like the re-educational facilities, which we know what they are. They shut down a lot of WalMarts, and they've been just preparing, you know. So they really ready to roll this thing out, man. All right, to get the ball rolling. So this is Project 2025. All right. It says, "As ever there was a time to shine light on hope for our country. Now is that time. Our world is in complete disarray. All right, which that's part of scriptures. We're almost afraid to pick up our news sources. Says our news source to see where tensions are escalating or what or what new war has started." And kind because uh because a lot of people, when you speak to a lot of people now, man, they sit there and say like, man, I don't even watch the news. I'm like, why don't you watch the news? They say because everything that's going on in the world is it's hard to listen to. I'm like, yo, then you a fool because you you in derision, man. The Lord literally has you in derision, you know, where you don't want to see what's actually going on. And kind of some Yapa scripture, bro. Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein, shall I could dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, con, and to the sea, for the devil is come down up unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth but he had but a short time." And that's right, you know. And yo, look at how many say they don't watch the news, but yo, con, con, that's what they rather do, and that's why just like the Roman Empire when it was going down, they put together all these what's that circus act basically events for people to come to, and be entertained while they was writing these grievous laws, these draconian laws and everything like that. And eventually that place was taken down. Yahweh Bashim Shah shook that place down, you know. But check it out. It says the recent terrorist attacks in Israel were so horrific and beyond comprehension, Salakia, and learning about it in real time with live images of the senseless carnage has shaken more of humanity to the core. If evil can penetrate an iron dome in Israel, because they're not the real people anyway, what it says, and can find its way into any of our homes. And yo, you know what? Going into this agenda, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Here we go. All right, I don't even want to read that because it's going to a whole bunch of other things. But uh, basically, man, this thing is crazy. So I lost my train of thought because I was reading that. But check it out, I'm gonna go into this. Oh, nah, because it was going into the famines. You just recently had a woman said that the Lord showed an angel came and showed her the last couple of events that's going to happen. But it says, what is Project 2025? It says the slogan sums it up. Building now for a conservative victory through policy, personnel, and training. Project 2025 is full steam ahead with optimism and a detailed plan on how we will take back our country. And what who was them saying they're going to take back their country? It was already stolen from Esau, from the Native Americans that was first here. So what they trying to do, they're going to take it back to the draconian times, man. Well, Slocky Brown, the draconian measures and everything. All right, because basically they're going to ban freedom of speech, all that. Um, uh, you can't talk about slavery. They go into the educational things, the religions and all that. So, as a matter of fact, you just seen that woman that she got judged, man, but she gonna tell the woman that had the pot of hot water, and she said she rebuked the cop in the name of Jesus. God damn! But Jesus ain't saved, and that's what's gonna happen to these people. They're gonna be calling on that name, and what's gonna happen, is they're gonna get that same that woman got, you know, because the same ones that gave you that name, that's the ones that chopped her down, man. And the Lord is he's judging this place. I mean, it has to be judged. But he's really coming full force, full throttle, right now because well, it's getting there. But hey, man, it's about to get real more hectic. All right, but check it out. It says the project is called is Salak. It says the project is the brainchild of the Heritage Foundation and builds from their own theme, mandate for leadership. See that? Mandate for leadership. It says, which has been highly influential for presidential administrations, all right, since the Ronald Reagan era. Project leaders Paul Dans, former chief of the state at the Office of Personnel Management (OPM) during the Trump administration, and Spencer Sheraton, I believe that's his name, former special assistant to the president and associate director of presidential personnel, understand that it is not enough for conservatives to win elections. We need a governing agenda. See that? We need a governing agenda. So what's governing? Control, a controlling agenda. The word govern means to control, all right? So when you got your word government, that means govern, control, ment is mental. So it says, they're telling you what they're doing. You see what they're doing here? I see what they're doing here. It says we need a governing agenda and the right people in place to ready to carry out the mission one day more. You see that? Carry out the mission. So they're not talking about you got your presidential election, but then they said that was a test for it. When that last article, a little bit I read about with the little outage and everything, it basically said that it was for a test for the election in November, where they could shut down the polls and all that. So it's going to be civil unrest, which I got some scriptures we're going to get into. All right, but like I said, but we already read Daniel 12:1. It's the time of trouble since there never was a nation is coming, man. And guess who's the one that they wanted to carry out? Well, this was the in the agenda. When you look it up for yourself, Project 2025, it mentions Donald Trump specifically a lot of times, and it's over 900 and some pages. All right, it says the project website, select the Project 2025 website, goes on to explain. This is the goal of the 2025 Presidential Transition Project. See that? Presidential Transition Project. So who's ever coming in office next. All right. The project will build on 4 pillars that will collectively pave the way for an effective conservative administration, a policy agenda, personnel training, and a 180-day playbook. All right. So they already got the goddamn 180-day playbook. And they already made Donald Trump a dictator, basically. Once they exempted him from that whole trial that he just went through. All right, so they're basically saying, you could kill anybody and get away with it. You could do whatever you want and get away with it, and that's a dictator. All right. It said the project is the effort of a broad coalition of conservative organizations that have come together to ensure a successful administration begins in January 2025. You see that? With the right conservative policy recommendations and properly vetted and trained personnel to implement them, we will take we will take back our government. All right. So hey, they're telling you because America is like I said, it's like the Roman Empire, where you have your Democrats, you had your state and Senate and all that. So you had the two different cabinets, so to speak. Just like America, you have your Democrats, your Republicans, you have your Senate, you have your House. Uh, all these things the same way Rome works. So now they're telling you, yo, we're gonna put somebody in there. So they're not hiding it no more. They're telling you we're gonna put somebody in there that's gonna carry out our agenda. And every person that been in there, every man that been in the presidency, they had to carry out an agenda. The last real president which you had was John F. Kennedy, and you see what happened with him. They blew his damn head off, man. You know, and the CIA did that. All right, so look at Trump trying to portray that whole situation, but they ain't knock you off, man. Which sniper do you know that's going to miss? All right, that's unheard of, a sniper missing. All right, but anyway, um, and also like when Trump got inaugurated back in was that 2016 if I'm not mistaken, his wife was wearing the same outfit on that Kennedy's wife had on when he perished, when they took him, put him in the spirit world. So all these things is coming back. You know, people seem to forget about that, and they just put things in plain sight, and but they keep you so distracted where you forget about all that. You talk about this and this and that in your daily lives. All right, it says earlier this month, the Daily Signal interviewed Spencer Sheridan, who summed up Project 2025 as follows. Well, Project 2025 is a conservative moment, effort to ready the next conservative administration. We see every day the effects of the current administration. See that? They're trying to play Biden and all them. Whether it is the open southern border, and they're trying to, a lot of Israelites been coming through there. Not just Israelites, you had people from China, which are their troops. No, all they're doing is just getting everything in order. And Trump already gave basically control to FEMA. All right, so that's really the ones that's in control of everything. What you're gonna find out with this whole Project 2025. All right, it says Salaki. All right, here it goes. It says open southern border. It says rampant because them UN troops are already here. All right, it says rampant inflation. See that? A woke and weaponized government, foreign policy disaster, and we need new leadership in this country. And so while that is true, it is also important that we get ready for what happens after January 20th, 2025, when a new president takes office. All right. So though, man, this is let me see. Let's scroll down a little bit. Um, read this paragraph. It says Project 2025 is now more than 70 consecutive organizations. It's like it organized here at Heritage, but it includes really a who's who of the conservative movement, or of the conservative movement. We have groups involved that are more established, friendly, more populist, friendly, liberation, social, conservative. We got everybody. All right. So look, they coming with the thunder, man. Like the brother put up there, Revelations 12:12, because they about to come in. You know, they about to come in like that flood, man. Having no slack, they're gonna have that great wrath. All right. It says we are behind left. We are behind left when it comes to understanding the bureaucracy. When it comes to working in the government here in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, the political composition is not the best for us. So we are behind the eight ball. And we need to build this infrastructure on the right So like on the right train, our people up ahead of time so that we're ready to hit the ground running. Now, if you remember when Trump was in office and he went over there to North Korea, he met up with Kim Jong Un, right? He said he loved the way he ran his country. He said he loved the dictatorship. Now he's actually a dictator, right? Yo, I'm telling you, it's about to get ugly out here. Let's see. All right, check this out. It says left-wing activists are alarmed. A recent article in OCPA, Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs, points out that the left is already reacting to Project 2025. MSNBC went as far as doing a 15-minute segment that darkly warns of the radical far-right plan to purge and restruct the U.S. government. All right, so they're coming into a dictatorship. All right, like I said, Jacob's Trouble. That's why I named it Project 2025. Jacob's Trouble. All right, this is Project 2025. Director Paul Dans responded, "We could now proceed this kind of Salakia. We could not produce this kind of advancement if we tried." Heritage Foundation senior fellow Mike Gonzalez stands. Make no mistake that the left is right to fear. And yo, check it out. They keep saying left, and Esau's on the left hand side. They get their power from the left hand side. They're basically telling you right here, man. It says left is right to fear. Our plan to gut the federal bureaucracy. Another Project 2025 leader followed with, if you're ready to fight the deep state on behalf of the next conservative president, now's your chance. This was the reference to an upcoming OPCA event November 10th, where one of the contributing authors mandated for leadership and formerly executive director of the 2016 the 2016 presidential transition team, Rick Dearborn, will be discussing Project 2025 and is inviting anyone who might consider spending 4 to 8 years in the imperial city to help undo the damage the left has inflicted on our conservative republic. All right, so hey man, this it's about to get ugly out here, man. Oh, hold on. And jump down. I feel you read these last couple paragraphs because it's almost done. There's not that much more on here. Then I got a couple scriptures. Then I'm gonna get up out of here. But it says even the AP got in on the action. Remember when the Associated Press used to be unbreathed and just shared the facts. And yo, check this out. That reminds me of why Trump was on trial with that whole what was that? The when they stormed the nation's capital and all that. That was an insurrection. Which that's an matter of fact. Slocky. Grab it because I don't want to take that article down. But that's actually in the Apocrypha. So I can find it. Hold on. Was that's a glimpse of what's to come, which there we go. Bear with me real fast. Let's right here. No, that's what I missed. Sedition. That's what that was. All right, sedition. So check this out. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. It says, "There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so that's going into um, what happened at that Capitol building. You know, so people that that day they didn't listen to the presidents or none of that. When they stormed that place. Your kings is your presidents, princes, your little governors like mayors, senators, you know, basically like lawmakers. All right. So that's sedition. Um, we'll get that in a second. I just want to finish this article. All right. It's almost done. But you see, that says they're not going to regard. So that's why they know the people is going to go buck up against this, and they're ready for they basically ready for all things, man. All right. That's why they bought up they bought a whole lot of ammo. This has been happening since before 2016. You go back to 2007. All right. It says yeah, I got that scripture right there. But where we at? All right. It says there's a top bottom overhaul of the Department of Justice, particularly curbing its independence and ending FBI efforts to combat the spread of misinformation. So they would say that this would be misinformation, and us getting on here doing our lesson and all that, they would say that's misinformation. And basically, like, you know, Trump, he was in Philly about, what, 3 weeks ago? And he rolled past our camp, man. We saw the, because that, where we teach at, they had like a little rally, not a rally, but he was indoors. But, you know, I know they saw us because there was too many views after that, but that's not the point. The whole point is he was the one that said he was going to get the doomsday prophets off the street, and this right here will shut the mouth of the prophets up, which, you know, what actually on the streets, which that brings a what? The famine of the word. All right, so that's coming. And also, I just thought about it. What's this guy's name? Zelensky, I believe the president of Ukraine. He's calling for an end of the war. He's calling for peace. And we know what the scriptures say: for when they shall say peace and safety, you know, then shall sudden destruction come on them. You know, so that's what's about to happen, man. You know, kind. That's right, bro. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, power, Yahweh Bashim Yashar power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Amos 8 and 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run and to and fro to seek the words of Yahweh, and shall not find it. And that's right, you know, and that's what they really want. But they telling you the things that we're saying. When I was reading this is a different article. When I read the main article, it was going into like basically getting us off the streets and the things that we speak about. You know, if you're not with their plans, if you're not with them, you're against them, and that's why they have those re-educational centers, which we know them as FEMA camps, which are concentration camps. And yo, they're gonna take you in there, try to chip you up. You know, if you don't, they're gonna take your head off. It's that simple. You know, and kind of that's what I was looking for too. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's right. You know, so when the woman, like when my kid's mother, she went into labor, that hit her hard, man. She was like that's and hearing them screams are coming out of her. You know, a woman just having a baby and all that, and travail with child, man. That's a eerie sound, man, because they screaming and hollering. The Lord, you know, that was a part of their punishment in the beginning. You know, when they will have pains in childbearing. You know, that's a part of their punishment. All right, but it says FBI. It says FBI efforts to combat the spread of misinformation. There are proposals to have the Pentagon abolish its recent diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Salakia. What the project calls the woke agenda. You see that? The woke agenda. So what we say, we're awake. And as a matter of fact, you gotta check this movie out called but it's an old movie with Roddy Piper in it called They Have Eyes. And it's basically talking about right now. The ones that's not sleeping on their what you say, on their laws and their draconian things, you know, basically. All right. So it says the woke agenda and reinstate service members discharged for refusing the C-19V. Dang. It says it reinstates service members discharged for refusing the C-19V. So, hey, that means that they can come back in because they know what's going on. All right, that great draft is coming, because the Lord said what he said, I will remove far from you the army of the north. And like now, right now, I know people, I told them years ago when they signed up for the military, they was younger. I was like, listen, man, I said, y'all gonna go to war, man. I said, you're going to Paris if you join this military. They didn't want to believe me. Oh, we ain't going to war, this and this. Okay. Now look, I'm seeing them on Instagram, Facebook in their uniforms, looking miserable, because in their mind, they know. They know what's going on, man. All right. What you got up here, brother? Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge, that's right, shall be the stability of the times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And that's right, man. Because we know what's going on. So we ain't going to bug out and trip like the rest of these people out here. Like, I'm reading this just to inform the people in the know. If you know, like they said, if you know, you know. I told them, if you know, you know. Hey, man, these people about to lose their effing minds, man. All right. My brother got up here, Revelations 20:4. It says, and I saw thrones. That's right. And they sat upon them. Shalak, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh, for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. That's right. All right, which was the beast. That's the America's system, which goes back into that's like NATO and the EU. All right, and that's who's coming. All right, because the UN troops is already here, their vehicles and all that is already here. All right, they've been setting this up for some time now, but the people just been asleep. And if they was woke, they'd have been like, oh, something's going on. But nah, they thinking everything's cool, getting the kids ready for college, the tuition, all that. While Esau been creeping in, and letting the other troops creep in. So now they already here. All they gotta do is give the word, which this is the word right here, that Project 2025. All right, it says that had not worshipped the beast. All right, neither his image, neither had received his mark, which that's the MOT to the B, which is the RFID microchip. All right, upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. And that's talking about your elect. All right, starting with the elect, and the 1/3. All right, but the elect is going to be those 12,000 men from each tribe, which is 144,000. All right, which are going to be the governors of the next kingdom to come. Just like the governors of this kingdom that's fallen, those are the ones that's putting these orders out. That's what they're searching for, the governors of the next kingdom, which is Yahweh Shah's kingdom. All right, because it was given to him. That was a gift from Yahweh, because he ran the race and he finished it. That's why he's coming back to destroy this place, and they know that. All right, the brother got up here, Joel 2:20. It says, but I will remove far from you the northern army, which is the North American army, and will drive them, and will drive them into a land barren. And where is that? Over there in Saudi Arabia, right? The Battle of Jehoshaphat, which I believe that's in between the Garden of Gethsemane. All right, that's where Yahweh Shah was where he was captured. And I believe Jerusalem is in between there. That's where that land that's barren. All right, it says the land is barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea. All right, and his hinder parts toward the utmost sea. It says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. All right, and hold on, let me find this real quick, cause give you a picture, a visual. This Bible I got, it's an old Bible, so just bear with me, man. It's kind of beat up, but it's going into. I could show you a visual of what that Joel 3:2-20 is speaking of. All right, where it's going to send, where the Lord is sending His army, because like I said, that draft is coming, and hold on, see, it's a little, where we at? Kind of okay. You got Palestine, all this. Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea. I believe that East Sea is the Mediterranean Sea, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to give you no false information, so I'm gonna look and find it so I can show you. Yeah, kind of. But there's the Mediterranean Sea. They said what? Northern Army with his face toward the East Sea. Kind. I believe that would be the Mediterranean Sea. It says it says in his hinder part toward the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. And what's the great things that he's done? Well, you about to see it. All right, hold on. Here we go. The Great Sea. East Sea. All right, this is Palestine. Saudi Arabia, the Great Sea, which I believe that would be your Mediterranean Sea. All right. Go right here. That is the Mediterranean. A Great Sea. So they're gonna fight this war over here. I'm gonna show it to you in this region. All right. That's where you're gonna have your battle Jehoshaphat. All right. Which is Yehoshaphat. Our land, so we have to get our land back. They talking about taking their land back. That's we getting our land back. That's probably going to take America back, because they think that it's going to last forever. But that's what the scriptures say. That inward thoughts is that they shall pass their houses down forever. All right. The brother got up here. 2 Ezra 16:32. It says, "And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields of the sea wax old, and her ways, and her ways, and all her paths shall grow full of thorns." That's right, because no man shall travel through there through. And yo, that movie, what's that movie with Will Smith, man? And it was him by himself. It was just him and his dog. And it showed you, it was a scene in there. Well, the whole movie was just him and his dog, and it showed you the scenes where he was the like, it was New York City. The city was empty. Grass everywhere, because wasn't nobody out there to take care of it. All right. It says, verse 33. It says, "The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. But the woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." That's right. But they're going to go over there to where I just showed you, the battle of Jehoshaphat, and get put to death. It says, that's it. I Am Legend, Khan, the water. That's right, I Am Legend. That's the name of that. The water for that. It says, "In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, Khan, and their husbands shall perish with famine." And that's right, man. All right, and that's what this they talking about, that inflation. Just recently they got it overseas, but I know it's coming here. It's the food that's what they call your GMO foods. Now they got that Moderna inside of that. So how they did it was they gave the jump shot for the livestock. So now when you're eating it, you're eating the the jump shot. You're eating that poison. And the markets don't have to tell you that it's in the meat. That's what they're telling you. And when I was reading that and saw it, I was like, damn, that made me not even want to eat meat no more, man. You know? But it says, and it says the packaging would say your GMO, because they know everybody want generally GMO foods. I mean, non-GMO foods, Salakia. You know, non-GMO. Forgive me for the slip of the tongue. It's basically like for non-GMO foods, and that's what people like to buy. So that's the meat that they're targeting. You also have this guy Bill Gates, wicked ass, with he making fake meat and all that. And fake food is on the rise, man. You know, it makes you not even want to eat at all. And that's why the Lord, he said his servants shall eat, you know. Just like when we was in the wilderness, you know, what happened? We ate angels' food. You know, the Lord fed us directly, manna, straight down, boom. All right. So you just gotta know that the Lord is with us, man. Like the scriptures say, it says, you know, it's in Isaiah. It says, bring back, basically brings back your power from back in that time. But hold on, let me jump back in this article. Like I said, I got a couple of scriptures. The brother hit a lot of them, but I gotta go to that Jeremiah. All right, it says, we, Shalakia. It says, we can't have that. It's almost like abolishing failed DEI policies that nurtured our military and allowing those who decline to take a untested restraintment in the service is a bad thing for any true American that believes that all men and women are created equal and possess inalienable rights bestowed on their creator. This is a no-brainer. And you know, it wasn't all men was not all created equal. You know, that's right, brother. I'm gonna read that right after this. It says, unfortunately, so many have been indoctrinated into the Marxist agenda, agenda, that there is now a total inversion of what is good and what is evil. Because that's what they're going to try to tell you, man. That's why, you know, never trust iron. So as iron rushes, so as iron rushes, so shows his wickedness. You know he's wicked, man. Esau is they're made to be the wicked. All right, it says, this is what we're fighting, and this is why we need Project 2025. You know, they're telling you they need this. Please help us get the word out and share this light of hope. The solid majority needs to make some noise. Oh, that's crazy, man. Anyway, let me read the scripture the brother got. I made mention of it. This is Isaiah 65:13. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall hunger. So ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's right. And why are they going to be ashamed? Because they didn't take heed to the words of the men of the Lord, the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's I'm going to go to that Jeremiah. Shout out there, brother. Brother burning it up. Not gonna lie, burning it up. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6, down to verse 6. Going into Jacob's trouble. All right. Jeremiah 30, chapter 6, verse 6. Salaki. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Right? Because that's unheard of. But this is how these men is going to be. These and look at the effeminate man that's walking down the street now with those pocketbooks on. You know, very emotional because they was raised by their mothers. You know, they're not men at all. So when this time comes, they're going to lose it. You know, they're going to lose it completely. And that's why it says, Jeremiah was saying this. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. And we know the answer to that is no. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, hungry, going through it because they're not eating. That's like the brother brought out there that Isaiah 65:13. The servant shall eat, but these dudes ain't going to eat, you know. It says on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And what that means, paleness, that means shame, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna get it in a blue letter. Just get the word for paleness. All right. There we go. And that word for paleness in that text right here, turn it up.
Strong's H 3420. Yerakon. Yerakon.
It means mildew, paleness, lividness. Mildew, rust, paleness. Like, y'all, they're gonna be looking bad, man. You ever seen a person that's malnourished, their skin turns like a yellowish color? That's how these people gonna be looking out here, man. Like freaking zombies. Especially ones that, if you took that jump shot, man, oh my God, like, you gonna go through it, But anyway, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. It says alas, and that's what we're waiting for, alas. And I'm going to get this in the NLT too. This is a bad chapter. It says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, of armies, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Talking about the other nations, they're not going to be taking advantage of us, eating off us, of that, have us in slavery. So let's go take that to the NLT. All right, Jeremiah 30:6 in the NLT. Start. It says, now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? Then why do they stand there a shin-faced, hands pressed against their sides, like a woman in labor? In all history, there has never been such. This is verse 7. It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. All right, see that? A time of trouble for my people Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved. All right, but it's going to start with the elect. Okay, and this is it. This is this what we've been waiting for, man. This is what we've been preaching about for the longest time. All right, so yeah, you've been warned, man. Just like I'm telling you about this Project 2025 and Jacob's Trouble, because it's everything that they're trying to do is in that project. So they're about to come in like the flood. Matter of fact, get that in Isaiah 47. This is back in Jeremiah 30 and 8. It says, for in that day, says Yahweh Bashimashah of heaven's armies, I will break the yoke from their necks and snap their chains. Foreigners will no longer be their masters. All right, so that's the other nations, they're not going to rule over us no more, man. We're going to be their masters, the way the Lord intended it. So let me go here real quick. Since I mentioned it, we're going to go to Isaiah chapter 47. And no, Salakia, hold on. Forgive me. Okay, all right, Salakia. All right, go to the Romans. Isaiah 59 and 19. I'm going to read that both KJV and the NLT. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 59, 19. It says, so shall they, start at verse 18. According to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay. fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So they shall fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. All right, and when you go into that word standard, it's a way to escape. All right, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. Nah, this phone acting stupid. Just bear with me. All right, hold on. Standard, which is, like I said, it's a way to escape. All right. There we go.
Strong's H 5127. Noose. Noose.
Which is Nas. All right, so it says right here, to flee, escape. Flee, to escape, to take flight. Depart, disappear, to fly. All right, it says on horseback, to drive, to take flight, to put to flight, to drive hastily, to cause, to disappear, hide. All right, so the Lord, they already got it set up, man. You just got to trust in him. When they come in, all husky, you know, the Lord already got to wait for his men to get up out of there. The ones that's intended to, all right. Let's read this in Isaiah 59. And story was at 18, start at verse 18 in the NLT. It says, he will repay his armies for their evil deeds. His fury will fall on his foes. He will pay them back even to the ends of the earth. In the west, people will respect his name. Salaka will respect the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Arachapadas. Because right now they don't respect it, they take it lightly. So he's coming back to get his respect. You know, he's coming back to get his respect, put some respect in his name. All right. Where we at? It says in the West, people will respect the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's right here, man. Because this Western society does not respect the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Only his men do. All right, the ones that truly believe on him. All right, it says, in the East, they will glorify him, for he will come like a raging flood, tide driven by the breath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Chabadash, man. You know, so hey, let's read some of the scriptures the brother got up. Go back. What is that? Go to Proverbs, all right. He started at 22. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 11 and 14. It says, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. And yo, that's like I said it earlier. I mentioned about that lady with the pot in her house, and the cop shot in the head. Well, shot in the face. He told her, he's like, I'll shoot you in your effing face. I'm like, oh shit, like that's crazy. That's because he's like something. And she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's when he snapped. I think she said it twice. Then he shot her. You know, I was saying like all this truth, the name is out. All this truth in the name out there, and she's still calling on JC. That's why you got chopped down, because JC ain't help you. Jesus Christ did not show up for your protection. D. But yo, man, that's why you don't pray for these people, man. And the Lord said, in that time, he said he's going to laugh at their calamities, man. You know, how's he going to do it? He's going to use his men to do it. All right, so, hey, man, it ain't no, look, don't feel bad for none of that. Because the Lord understands death and life because he gives it. All right? It tells you about it in the scriptures anyway. But it says Proverbs, she should have called on Yahweh Shem Yashar, and also she should have just put the goddamn pot down. You know? Put the pot down like the man said. All right? Agree with our adversaries while he's in our way, man. That's what that's talking about. She wanted to be the nigga woman she was. Thought JC was going to save her. Sweet baby Jesus. And you see where she's at now in the spirit world. And now she knows who she is. All right? So she's in her. All right, don't you get upset about that little incident. Wait till Jacob's trouble hit. And the Project 2025 we was just reading about. Wait till that hits a full effect. All right, so brother got here Proverbs 1 and 22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" That's right, come. Will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge. That's right. That woman hate knowledge. That's why she where she at. And the rest of these people that's not listening to the words that we're telling you, because what's wisdom? The fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the beginning of wisdom, man. All right, because you know who created you. You know, basically you know who you created you, and you know what he could do to you, what he's capable of doing to you, and that's that healthy fear of him. All right. It says, verse 24, it says, "Because I have called and ye have refused." See that? That woman refused. And a lot of people refuse, man. You know? It says, "Because I have called and you have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded." All right, so when that Project 2022 really hit, which they said by January 20th, 2025, and that's 180-day play-by-play booklet for you to get. Like that song from Biggie says, step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track, not your wig pushed back. Rule number uno. Yeah, man, that's how Esau coming, man. We got that booklet, 180-day by-day plan. All right, to get Jake out of here. That's basically what it's all about, man. If you don't look like them, and Biden said that by a certain year it wasn't going to be no dark faces on the planet, which, you know, that's his plans, but we know better than that. All right. Verse 25, back in Proverbs 1, it says, "But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none my reproof." Verse 26, it says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. That's right, man, because the Lord, hey, these his words, not mine. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and that's a lot of people's fear is coming, as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Verse 29, it says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They, verse 30, they would none my counsel and despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. That's right. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. You know what? And that's right, because they see this place prospering, but they going to go down right with it, man. It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. All right, let's hop in Matthew. Brother got up here. You got some good scriptures up here. You got Matthew 25 and 25. It says, yeah, that's right. Agree with thy adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him, least at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. And that's all she had to do was just agree with him. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the utmost furtherly. All right, and that's when you go get locked up. You ain't going to get out of jail till you pay that bill. You know, and that's all she had to do was listen, man. She didn't want to listen. They ain't take her to the judge, you know, to that jail to be delivered to the judge for him to give a bail and all that. They just the spirit put that death angel on them to kill her like that in her own home, man. You know, but like I said, that's going to happen on a way higher scale, man. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 9 and 10. KJV, it says, "The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding." That's right. Okay. It's the last one he got, Proverbs 1 and 7. It says, "The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." All right. They despise wisdom and instruction. So all the words that we've been saying to them and all that, you know, and that day they gonna wish that they had listened, you know, because they thought that they knew more than the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They actually think that they know more than the Lord, man. You know, because they don't have that trust in him. All right. It says Proverbs 18 and 10. It says, "The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe." That's right. She should have been in her mind praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, and agreeing with those people, and the Lord would have delivered her. But no, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Yo, that's crazy. Because, oh man, they be doing that shit in church, man. And you know, you see what it's going to get you, man. That was just an example, man. You know, the Lord, He's showing you gotta believe in His name, man. There's no other name under the sun that you could call on and be saved. And those names is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Haracha, Kodash. That's right, bro. See, I around and found out real quick. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 6. Salaki. Oh man, yo, God, forgive me, yo. 'Cause, that was crazy. That's all I had to do, man. But the brother got he got up here, Zephaniah 3 and 5. It says, the just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment. That's right, to light. And you seen a lot of people being judged. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And that's right, man. That's why they do what they do. You know, but the Lord got the spirit on them to do that. And that judgment coming, that Jacob's trouble is going to be, that's Jake's judgment, man. Israel's judgment. You see what it says in there? It said, "My people Israel," when you go into the NLT. All right. It says, Job 4:7, it says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off?" And that's right, man. That's right. So Lord's willing, the water for the precepts, bro. You know, the water. Like I said, Lord's willing, this is edifying. You know, you got something out of it. But just like I said, that Project 2025, it's gonna be Jacob's trouble, man. You know, that's gonna be hell. All right. You think 2024 was bad? We've been saying this since that pandemic. Once that happened, he was like, y'all want to tell one of the things to go back to how it was before the pandemic. No. You keep telling you it's going to get worse and worse and worse, man, and worse. All right, till Yahushua come back, because things have to get worse before they get better. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Haracha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect. To the next lesson, I'm going to say Mawafa Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.